Hi everyone, I'm Miss Carol from the Grand Ledge Area District Library. Today's story time is going to be a holiday one, all about St. Patrick's Day. This book is called The Night Before St. Patrick's Day. It's written by Natasha Wing, illustrated by Amy Wummer, and published by Grosset Dunlap. It was the night before St. Patrick's, the day to wear green. Not a creature was stirring except Tim and Maureen. They decked out the den from ceiling to floor with streamers and rainbows and shamrocks galore. Later they carefully made traps with gold charms and rings. I bet we catch a leprechaun, they love shiny things. For if they caught one, so the legend told, they'd find where he hid his big pot of gold. They set all the traps around the room with great care, hopes a wee Irishman would soon be theirs. The children then rested, all snug in their beds, while visions of golden coins danced in their heads. Happy St. Patty's Day, said Dad, early the next morning, and he started to play bagpipes without warning. He huffed and he puffed, an old Irish song. Mom dished out green eggs and sang loudly along. When from their bedroom rose such a clatter, the kids ran down the hallway to see what was the matter, and what to their wondering eyes should appear but a terrible mess. A leprechaun was here. Be quiet, whispered Maureen. He's hiding somewhere. When we find him, remember, we must hold his stare. For if you look away, if you so much as blink, leprechauns vanish, quick as a wink. The kids trailed muddy footprints back and forth across the floor, which led them under Tim's bed, past the closet door. And then, inside a trap, they heard someone giggling. Real live leprechaun. They both saw him wriggling. His eyes, how they twinkled, his body, how tiny. His hands clasped a trinket so golden and shiny. He was dressed all in green, from his head to his toes, and he looked like a cobbler wearing fairy-sized clothes. The children approached him, staring straight in his eyes. Tell us where the gold is. Don't be tricky, no lies. And buried it under a rock, smooth and hard, marked with an X, right in your own backyard. But when the kids went outside with their shovels and picks, they instantly saw it had been a big trick. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Haha, I fooled you. It's time to disappear. Happy St. Patty's Day to you, and better luck next year. All right, we're going to do a song about a leprechaun. It's just simply called the Leprechaun Song, and we're going to do it to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot. And we do have some motions, so I'm going to walk through the song and the lyrics and show you the motions before we sing it. The first line is, I'm a little leprechaun. So you put your hands on your hips like you're looking kind of stubborn. Then you say, I'm dressed all in green. So you'd point to yourself. The tiniest little man, because you know, they're not really that tiny, but that's a fun motion, that you have ever seen. So you're gonna point at other people. And if you ever catch me, so it's told. So pretend to grab a leprechaun. You can do a grabbing motion. You can pretend like you're trying to sumo wrestle one. And then the last line is, I'll give you my pot of gold. So make a motion like you're giving somebody something big. So, okay, you ready to try singing it, putting all the words together? So let's see. I'm a little leprechaun, dressed in green, tiniest little man that you have ever seen. If you ever catch me, so it's told, I'll give you a big pot of gold. So how do you think? Shall we try that again now that we've got it going a little bit? So, I'm a little leprechaun dressed in green, the tiniest little man that you have ever seen. If you ever catch me, so it's told, I'll give you a big pot of gold. One more time? Okay. I'm a little leprechaun dressed in green, the tiniest little man that you have ever seen. If you ever catch me, so it's told, I'll give you a big pot of gold. Here we go. Did you catch the leprechaun? I hope so. Let's move on to our next book now, shall we? Our second story for the St. Patrick's story time is called Green Shamrocks. It's written by Eve Bunting, published by Joelle Dreidemy, and published by Scholastic Inc. I said published, didn't I? All right, our second book for this St. Patrick's story time is Green Shamrocks. It's written by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Joelle Dreidemy, and published by Scholastic. Rabbit marked the last day of February on his calendar. Tomorrow would be March. Soon it would be St. Patrick's Day. Rabbit had a packet of shamrock seeds. I will grow my own shamrocks for the special day, he said. I can wear them to the St. Patrick's Day parade, but what can I grow them in? Rabbit went looking. He found a yellow pot under a tree. This would be perfect, he said. He rolled the pot all the way home. He filled it with earth and sowed his shamrock seeds. He clapped his hands and smiled. They will be ready in good time for St. Patrick's Day, he said. Every day, he watered his shamrocks. He moved the pot to make sure they got sun and shade, and the little seedlings grew stronger. Soon the green shamrock leaves were spread across the yellow pot. The shamrocks were ready. Rabbit clapped his hands and smiled. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. I will make a shamrock chain. It will be perfect. He went to bed and dreamed of the parade. But when he got up in the morning, his yellow pot of green shamrocks was gone. Oh no, he moaned. Did you take my pot of yellow pot of green shamrocks? He asked Squirrel. No, Squirrel said. Try Woodchuck. I saw him come out of his burrow this morning. Woodchuck, did you take my yellow pot of green shamrocks? I need them for the parade. No, said Woodchuck. Try Goat. Goats eat everything. He probably ate your yellow pot of green shamrocks. Oh no! Rabbit closed his eyes. Oh no! He ran fast to Goat's house. Goat, did you take my yellow pot of green shamrocks? No, Goat said. I have a yellow pot of green shamrocks, but they are mine. A big wind came last night. The wind gave them to me. He blew them right in my open door. Rabbit peeked in Goat's open door. There was a yellow pot of green shamrocks on Goat's table, and a plate and a fork and a knife. Oh no, Rabbit groaned. You were going to eat my shamrocks? Indeed no, Goat said. I do not like green salad for breakfast. I am having this nice tin can and this chewy rubber ball. Would you care to join me? Thanks, Rabbit said, but all I want are my green shamrocks. They are mine. I grew them all spring. But how can I give away a gift? I know. I will give you the shamrocks. All I want is the yellow pot, said Goat. Goat pulled the green shamrocks from the yellow pot and handed them to Rabbit. Oh, thank you, Rabbit said. I plan to wear the shamrocks to the parade. And I plan to wear the yellow pot, Goat said. Really? Rabbit clapped his paws. We can go together. Rabbit sat at Goat's table and made his shamrock chain. He hung it around his neck. Goat perched the yellow pot on his head. They linked arms and set off. The parade was just starting. There were bands and marchers and balloons. There was a rabbit wearing a green shamrock chain and a goat wearing a yellow pot on his head. Happy St. Patrick's Day, they called out to everyone they met. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. And there they are, enjoying themselves together.